The sun rose gently over the peaceful land of Burkina Faso. It was a beautiful morning. The air was crisp and birds sang sweet songs from the trees. On a smooth tarmac road, a long convoy of black vehicles raced toward the capital. In the middle of the convoy was the president's car, strong, shiny, and heavily guarded. Inside sat President Ibrahim Traoré, sharply dressed in traditional attire, scanning through important documents. He looked up and spoke firmly to his assistant. "We must reach the capital in 2 hours. This meeting is vital for the future of our country. I must not be late." "Yes, Your Excellency," the assistant replied. The driver pressed harder on the accelerator. Everything was on track. The road was clear, the guards alert. But then, suddenly, a small figure stepped out from the bushes. A child, a little girl, stood bravely in the middle of the highway. "Hey, what's that?" a guard shouted. The driver slammed the brakes. Tires screeched. Dust filled the air. The convoy jolted to a stop just meters from the child. Everyone jumped out. "It's a girl," a guard said in shock. She looked no older than 5. Her dress was torn, her feet were bare, her hair dusty, but her eyes sharp, steady, and full of purpose. "Move out of the way. This is the president's convoy," a driver barked. "Do you want to die?" But the little girl stood firm. "I need to see the president. It's urgent." The guards scoffed. One snapped, "Little one, move. We don't have time." But she calmly repeated, "Please, you must not pass this road. Wait here for 2 hours." Just then, President Traoré, curious and annoyed, stepped out of his car and approached. "What is going on here?" The girl pointed directly at him. You're the one I'm looking for." "Me?" he asked, stunned. "If you go now, you will not come back. Please, wait 2 hours." Laughter broke out among the guards. "You want the president to wait because you said so?" one mocked. But the girl didn't flinch. "I saw it in a dream. A fire, people crying, cars burning, and you in the middle of it. If you go now, you won't survive." The president frowned. "Little one, I respect children, but this is nonsense. I've waited years for this meeting. I cannot stop now." Her eyes didn't leave his. "A goat does not run in the daytime for nothing. I am not mad. Danger is ahead. Please, wait." Traoré turned back to his car, furious. But her voice cut through again. "If you go now, you will not return." The guards moved to carry her away. But something in her voice, in her trembling hands and unwavering eyes, made the president pause. He turned back, knelt beside her. "Who are you?" he asked. "My name is Hope," she whispered. "I have no father, no mother. I sleep under the old tree by the well. But I had this dream, and I had to stop you." President Traoré stood up slowly. "Cancel the journey. We wait 2 hours." "Sir," his team gasped. "I said, we wait." And so the convoy stopped on an empty highway because of a barefoot girl named Hope. As the sun climbed, time dragged slowly. The president, seated in his car, stared at the ticking clock. 30 minutes passed. Then his assistant answered a call. His face turned pale. "Sir, it's the international business team. They say if you're not there in 60 minutes, the deal goes to another country." Frustration surged. The guards murmured angrily, "Your Excellency, what if this is a trap? What if she was sent to delay you?" "Let's leave before something worse happens. She's a street child." Boiling with anger, the president stormed toward Hope. I've had enough. I want to leave now." She stood up, calm and still. "Please wait." "You have no right to command me. You're too small. Who do you think you are?" Silence. Then her voice came, soft but fierce. "Even a lion pauses when the antelope refuses to run. The wind stopped. "What do you mean?" the president asked. "You are the lion, strong, feared. But sometimes danger doesn't roar. It creeps like a silent antelope. When the lion attacks, it falls into the trap." The president's heart thumped. A big man who refuses to hear a small warning becomes the loudest cry in the graveyard. Everyone froze. Hope continued. "If I were lying, would I stand here barefoot in the sun? I have nothing. But I had this dream, and I gave it to you." President Traoré exhaled slowly. "We wait. Full stop." 2 hours passed. Then the call came. "Your Excellency," said the voice on speaker, shaking with panic, "there's been a tragic explosion just 40 minutes ahead on your route. A petrol tanker lost control and exploded. Over 40 vehicles caught fire. No survivors." Gasps filled the air. The president stepped out of his car, shaken to his core. He turned to Hope, still sitting quietly. He knelt beside her. "You saved my life." "It was not me. It was the dream I was given." "But you chose to speak. You stood in front of cars, in front of a president." "I was afraid, but I was more afraid of what would happen if I said nothing." President Traoré took her tiny hand. "From this day on, your name will not just be Hope. You are my hope, the hope of Burkina Faso." When they returned to the palace, the president called an emergency meeting. Staff, media, guards, all gathered. With Hope beside him, the president told the full story. "She saved me. She saved all of us. No shoes, no food, no family. Yet her voice was louder than all our sirens." He turned to the room. "From today, she is no longer an orphan. She is my daughter, and she will live here protected and loved." The room erupted in applause. Tears flowed. The next day, a national broadcast was held. People across Burkina Faso tuned in. Homes, markets, schools. President Traoré appeared on screen with Hope in his arms. He told the nation everything, from the warning to the tragedy to the miracle. The country wept, and across the land her words were remembered. Even a lion pauses when the antelope refuses to run. A big man who ignores a small warning becomes the loudest cry in the graveyard.
Hope began her new life in the palace. She went to school, made new friends, wore clean clothes, ate full meals, and when people asked how she became the president's daughter, she simply smiled and said, "I just spoke what I saw in my dream." Moral lesson: no voice is too small to save a life. No warning is too weak to be true. No leader is too big to listen. Sometimes, true greatness is not in how loudly you speak, but how quietly you listen. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment that might just change your life. Thank you for watching.